Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Andrew Kirchhoff, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, we're going to be talking about something, again, that's breaking news. As of today, September 3rd, 2018, LeVeon Bell doesn't report to Steelers practice. Now, you might be thinking, why is this relevant, Andrew? Like, why are we watching this video? Well, the fact of the matter is, in these past 2 seasons, LeVeon Bell has been in dispute with the Pittsburgh Steelers on contracts, on whether he should deserve, that $16 million a year that he thinks he should get. Right? The Steelers obviously don't believe that he deserves that, so they continue to franchise tag LeVeon Bell consistently year to year in order to keep him on the roster so that hopefully one day they can lock him down and make him a Steeler for life. Now, here's the thing. These past 2 seasons, especially last year in 2017, we went through the exact same deal. LeVeon Bell showed up on this day, the week before the first game of the season, on that Monday. He came to practice. He practiced with the team. Now, this year in 2018, he has not shown up, and that is a little scary. The fact of the matter is he hasn't even signed his franchise tender. Therefore, he is not really signed with the team. He might be trying to, scare the Steelers that he might hold out. He might be trying to eventually get himself traded like Khalil Mack did the other day, right? If you don't show up to practice, maybe they'll just have to trade you in order to get the most worth out of you. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about LeVeon Bell, this entire situation that's breaking down this Monday, and what you can do as a fantasy owner of LeVeon Bell to help your fantasy team. And for those of you who don't even own LeVeon Bell, this is going to help you, and it's going to help your fantasy team because I have a couple names to throw out that will help you in the waiver wire discussion. Okay, so let's get right into it. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Okay, so LeVeon Bell holdout? I mean, it's possible. You see that big red panic button over there? We're not going to click it yet. Okay, because we don't know the logistics of everything. Yes, he didn't show up on Monday, September 3rd to practice. But the thing is, LeVeon Bell, I think he still wants to play, right? I don't think he's a guy that's like, all right, just trade me. I'm done. Because they would have, settled that months ago. Unless LeVeon Bell really just doesn't like the Steelers organization anymore. He's like, I just want to get out of here. Send me anywhere. Then that's what's going to happen. He's going to hold out. And those of you who are fantasy owners of LeVeon Bell, you're going to suffer a little bit because of it. Because if he ends up getting traded, we got problems, right? LeVeon Bell on a Jets is not like the LeVeon Bell on the Steelers, right? This entire scheme revolves around giving this man 400 touches a season. I don't know another organization that can produce and give LeVeon Bell that kind of action consistently, right? Without at least getting him hurt because the offensive lines are missing blocks left and right. Okay, so here's the deal. With LeVeon, potentially holding out, there's always a chance that, he shows up tomorrow morning, right? And he says, okay, relax, everybody, I'm here. But why would he skip Monday? This is the first practice of the week. Start off the week right. Why would he miss today unless he was potentially saying, you know what? I have the power in this situation. I don't have to show up. You either train me or you sign. You either trade me or you sign me. And, I don't know. It almost seems a little childish. They're giving LeVeon Bell $14.5 million to sign this year and to play, right? And it's fully guaranteed money. The thing is, if he ends up getting injured, the entire rest of his career could be in jeopardy. So he's taking the most precaution that he possibly can within his career in order to make sure he can get that big deal like Khalil Mack did the other day. But LeVeon Bell, there's so many running backs in the NFL, especially good running backs, that they're not going to be valued as highly as LeVeon Bell thinks. He probably wants that Todd Gurley money, but I don't think the Steelers are willing to give that kind of change over to him. So if you own LeVeon Bell right now, okay, pull out your ESPN.com, pull out your NFL.com, Yahoo Fantasy, pull it all up, because we have a couple things to talk about, right? Number one is James Conner, right? So James Conner's fantasy value. If you don't know who James Conner is, he's the handcuff to LeVeon Bell. He was drafted last season in 2017 out of the University of Pittsburgh. He didn't really play last year because, as I said or mentioned before, LeVeon Bell touches the ball 400 times a season, right? He had, I think, 320 rushing attempts and, over 80 receptions. So he's going to touch the ball 400 times. Now, if, in fact, LeVeon Bell decides, I'm not showing up to camp, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather stay healthy. I'd rather either get traded and sign a big, massive deal with another organization. Then James Conner is getting a huge fantasy boost. There is a potential that James Conner can be a RB1, maybe even, worst case scenario, RB2 candidate for this coming season, right? RB1 is a top 12 running back when it comes to fantasy points for the end of the season. RB2 would be from the 13 to 24 range, if you don't know. So I think with, the potential of 400 attempts, having, 300 rushing attempts and 80 targets, at least 80 targets, I would say 80 receptions, James Conner can be an extremely productive running back in fantasy. So if you own LeVeon Bell, you should go pick up James Conner. Go drop the very last guy on your bench that you're just a flyer on, like it's a John Ross or perhaps Calvin Ridley. Drop that guy. You need to pick up James Conner right now because the uncertainty of Le'Veon Bell holding out, perhaps even being traded, is a risk you don't want to take. Now, if you don't own Le'Veon Bell, go to your waiver wire right now, and I would suggest perhaps even picking up James Conner. James Conner has a potential to be a extremely efficient fantasy running back as long as he has the job to himself, right? And if Le'Veon doesn't show up for week 1, James Conner can be an extremely good running back. He's been there all preseason. He's performed in preseason. He's comfortable with the team. He's in football shape. I don't see that this guy cannot, I think he can accomplish just as well as Le'Veon can, right? Le'Veon Bell is an extremely good athlete. We know that. He can catch the ball like a wide receiver. He doesn't take hits like other running backs. He's very, very, very elusive, right? But I still think that in a fantasy perspective, James Conner can have extremely great value coming into this season if Le'Veon doesn't show up. So, again, if you own Le'Veon, please go pick up your handcuff because if you don't, there is going to be a risk that you are going to lose a lot of fantasy value, especially coming into week 1. Let's say Le'Veon Bell just holds out for 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe he gets to 3 weeks. But if it's only 1 week, okay, you still want the production. You don't want to forfeit production and give someone else James Conner, right? Go pick him up. Worst case scenario, you drop him by the end of the week because Le'Veon Bell shows up to camp and starts to practice, right? But you need to confirm that you have the value of the running backs in Pittsburgh because there is a lot of value to be had. And that's pretty much it, everybody. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate all the likes and the comments below. Now, really quick thing, okay? If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm bringing out content on the daily, and I would extremely appreciate it. And I'm sure you guys want the fantasy content also. You click that little subscribe button in the red. If you scroll down below, click that little subscribe button, and every day in your box, you will see a video from me. And I'm telling you, it'll make you better at fantasy football because I'm bringing you news and I'm bringing you advice and strategies and all that kind of stuff, okay? So I'd really appreciate that, okay? Also, for those of you in the comment section, I extremely appreciate all of you asking questions like, who should I start here? What should I do in this scenario? So what I'm going to start doing is, if you'd like, rack up the questions in the comment section, and I'll make a video answering every single one because having to type out an answer for every single one takes forever. So I'd rather just get all, I've seen maybe perhaps 20 questions about who should I start here or there, rate my lineup here and there. I'm just going to throw that all into one video and we'll just bang out every single team. We'll see, okay, what is this team? I'll rate it. I'll see what you think, blah, blah, blah. Boom, finish. Next team. Stuff like that. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody for watching again. Again, go pick up James Conner right now. If you don't own him, if you own Le'Veon Bell, doesn't matter. Go pick up James Conner. It'll help you. And please subscribe. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you.